There have been a lot of great comeback stories this NBA season, but one player who doesn't seem to get enough attention for his return is Barea. The 5'10", 35-year-old point guard tore his Achilles on January 11th against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he is already back in the same year. While it's incredible that he has been able to recover so quickly at 35 years old, what's even more amazing is how he's averaging career highs in certain stat categories. It's an inspiring story of perseverance and hard work, and his unbelievably quick recovery is something we rarely ever see. We'll go over what initially happened to Barea when he suffered the Achilles injury, his tough journey through recovery, and how he's been able to come back and play at career high rates this season. So, let's go back to when Barea first suffered his Achilles injury. On January 11th, 2019, he went up for a layup against the Wolves and landed awkwardly. He tried to get up but couldn't, and he struggled to put any pressure on his right leg. That of course was not a good sign at all, and he was helped off the court right away. MRIs later determined he suffered a torn right Achilles, and he was going to be out for the remainder of the 2018-19 NBA season. This was very disappointing for him and the Mavs, as Dallas relied pretty heavily on Barea that season. Barea was averaging 10.9 points, 5.6 assists, and 2.5 rebounds in only 19.8 minutes per game, and he was a pretty big part of the Mavs offense. But it was even worse for Barea, as he was heading into the summer as a free agent. Being only 5'10" and a player who relies on speed to get to the rim, Achilles tears are known to really hurt a player's speed, which didn't bode well for Barea's comeback chances. Also, being 35 years old didn't really help his case either, and it was looking like Barea's NBA career was over. However, Barea fought his way back into the NBA, and he focused on his recovery right away. He had surgery within the next few days, and he had a long road ahead of him. Achilles tears usually take a long time to recover from, as we've seen in past instances. Most Achilles tendon tears recoveries take about 9 to 12 months, and it actually takes 3 months for a player to just start walking again on average. But JJ attacked the recovery head on, and he was intensely rehabilitating to get back on the court. At first, he couldn't really run too much when practicing, but he was able to walk around and get some shots up. This was definitely very helpful, as he could still work on maintaining his shooting form after being unable to really work out for a while. In the following months, Barea would work out with his wife, son, and NBA skills coach Steven Garcia, and they helped keep him on track to make a full recovery after his injury. Steven helped Barea work on his efficiency with his movements in detailed workouts, and this was key in helping to get Barea back to form so quickly. This past offseason, Barea re-signed with the Dallas Mavericks on a 1-year deal, and it was viewed as more of a loyalty move and a guy who can help keep the team chemistry. Barea has been really good friends with Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and his other teammates, so he was just a really good guy to have around in the locker room. However, it was not expected that he would see serious minutes given his uncertain recovery, and the Mavs also had a crowded backcourt. The Mavs were heading into the season with Luka, Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Seth Curry, and DeLon Wright all ahead of him for minutes, and it was definitely going to be very hard for Barea to see any consistent playing time. But Barea was still determined to play, and he was surprisingly ready for training camp. This news is almost unbelievable, as if you look at the normal timeline for Achilles tear injuries, it usually takes about a year. But Barea was way ahead of schedule, and he was back in only about 8 to 9 months. He participated in training camp, and he looked pretty good and was ready for the season to start. So back to the present, as I said before, the Mavs backcourt has been pretty stacked, and it's been tough for Barea to see many consistent minutes. However, he's been able to play in some games due to injuries to Luka Doncic and DeLon Wright, and he has thrived when he's been able to get on the floor. This season, the 35-year-old Barea is averaging 9.1 points, 3.1 assists, 1.7 rebounds, and 0.3 steals in only 13.9 minutes per game. He's shooting a career high of 44.6% from the field, 54.5% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line through 7 games. Per 36 minutes, he's averaging an incredible 23.8 points, 8.2 assists, and 4.5 rebounds, and this shows that he's been able to provide some quick offense off the bench when the Mavs need him. Of course, I do know it's a small sample size, but Barea has shown that he's still got it even after his injury, and the fact that he's getting up there in age. Also for the eye test, how has Barea looked on the court? He still looks very quick when driving to the rim, and it doesn't look like he's really lost a step at all. The only big difference I'm seeing compared to his game before the injury is that he seems to struggle a bit more at finishing at the rim. This could be because he maybe lost a little bit of his jump or explosion, or simply the fact that he's just getting back into the rhythm of things. We saw Kristaps Porzingis early on struggle to finish in the paint like he usually does as well, since he is just coming off an ACL tear that he suffered back in 2018. Now, with more reps, it looks like he's getting more comfortable when driving to the rim. Barea hasn't had the opportunity to see that many minutes, so he likely isn't as comfortable as Porzingis when trying to score in the paint. But his movements and three-point shot looks money, and he's been able to help spread the floor for the Mavs when he's playing well. Overall, he still looks like he can still definitely play at the NBA level, and his recovery has just been amazing. So to recap everything, JJ Barea has had an incredible comeback this season from his Achilles tear injury. I don't think many people were expecting him to come back this quickly and look this good right away, but Barea has done just that. He's been effective when on the floor, shooting at career high rates, and I think he could see some more minutes in the Mavs' upcoming games with Luka out for a while with his ankle injury. While I don't think Barea will see consistent minutes this season, he's a great insurance option if any of the Mavs' other guards go down. He could provide some quick offense off the bench with shooting and playmaking, and he'll definitely be valuable for a Mavs team that is looking to make a push to a top seed in the Western Conference. But I think the best part about JJ Barea's recovery has been just how inspiring it is. It looked like he was done in the NBA, but he didn't give up and pushed hard throughout his recovery. It was definitely a long and grueling process, but he made it through against all odds. Also, being a short guy myself, seeing a guy like Barea play in the NBA is always fun to watch, and watching short guys like IT as well back when I was younger really inspired me to play basketball. I'm sure that guys like Barea and Thomas inspire many players who maybe aren't the tallest, but have the heart and skill to play high-level basketball. The fact that Barea has overcome so many odds through first seeming to be too short for the NBA, and now getting past what looked to be a devastating injury is just a testament that through hard work almost anything is possible. We'll see how Barea will continue to play this season, and I'm looking forward to him making an impact on the Mavs for the regular season, and into the playoffs as well. And before we wrap up this video, I wanted to give a few shoutouts. First to NBA skills coach Steven Garcia. Thanks bro for letting me use some of your workout clips for Barea in this video, and you really did an incredible job in getting Barea back to form. Also, I wanted to give a quick shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video as well. SeatGeek is a ticket app that takes confusion out of buying tickets, and using the app, you can see which ticket is a good deal which has a green dot, or a bad deal which has a red dot for any sporting event or concert. It's an easy to navigate app, and it's a must-have for anyone who's interested in attending an event. Use my discount code THETBALL to get $20 off your first purchase when you first sign up for the account, and I'll leave a link to the site where you can sign up, or you can also download the app on your phone as well and use my code to get the discount there. So that's a wrap. Thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video and want to see more daily NBA content just like this, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and also be sure to turn on post notifications so you can stay updated on when this video will be coming out. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and hit me up if you want to talk about basketball or business. Let me know. You can just drop a comment down below on my photo or DM me, and I'll definitely try to get back to most of you guys there. Drop a comment down below on your thoughts on JJ Barea's inspiring comeback story. Let me know, as I do all comments. I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say there. So, with all that being said, once again, thank you all for watching, and hopefully, I will see you soon for the next video. Peace.